I'm glad you said that, because that's going to lead me into my story time. This is so funny. Okay, so there's this girl that I used to be friends with. We was friends for a long time. We was childhood friends, like 19, 20 years. And another one of our friends, well, she my friend, she know her through me. I'm gonna give everybody fake names so I can keep this story going. So my childhood friend, we gonna call her Boots. My other friend, we gonna call her Lola. And then there's another friend involved. Her name gonna be Jennifer. Jennifer was having a birthday cruise. So she doing a birthday cruise to Ensenada. And that would have been my very first cruise. So I'm excited. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to go on a cruise. I'm going to cruise with my girls. It's going to be so much fun. I love going to Mexico. So you invite me anywhere in Mexico, I'm going. I love going to Mexico. So the three of us, me, Boots, and Lola, we decide we're going to room together. The trouble started from the very beginning, and I should have known. I should have known at the beginning that this was not going to go right. Me and Lola, we're like, oh, we want to get the drink package, obviously, because we're going to be on a cruise. We're going to Mexico. It's our friend's birthday. Like, let's get the drink package. And Boots was like, oh, like, you know, I'm not really trying to spend the money on the drink package because I'm not going to be drinking like that, and da-da-da-da. We like, you're not going to be drinking like that. Like, girl, you going to be drinking like that, because if we are, you are. Like, what? So red flag number one, she didn't want to get the drink package. Whatever. The day of the cruise, I don't know if you ever been on a cruise, whatever. This is my first cruise. I didn't know this, but you have to schedule the time that you're going to come. So we had scheduled our time to come at like 3 p.m. And the last time that was available is 5 p.m. She was late getting everybody. We was late. We showed up. We got to the boat at like 5 o'clock. Luckily, they was having some technical difficulties and they didn't take off right at 5. But yeah, she had us all up and then we was late. So red flag number 2. We get on the boat and everybody's getting the group chat. It's like a $5 a day on the cruise. You could pay for the Wi-Fi and you can get this group chat, and everybody that you're on the trip with, you could basically talk to them. It shows you like room numbers and you can just communicate with people by their room number. It's hella cool. So everybody, because you don't have service in the middle of the ocean, everybody got the little $5 a day cruise Wi-Fi. She didn't want to get that. So then she didn't get all of the messages every time we was talking about, oh, we're going to go here, we're going to go there. She wasn't getting the messages. She would just rely on me and Lola to tell her what everybody was saying. We finally dock in Ensenada, and she like, oh, let me cut my phone on so I can see my messages, because she ain't been using her phone this whole time. So she cuts her phone on, and I guess her data not working. She didn't call her provider. I don't know what. I have no idea. Whatever. Not my problem. We go to Papa's and Beer, and I let her use my phone. I'm like, oh, use my phone to call Verizon or whoever and figure out what's going on with your phone. She went in the back of the Papa's and Beer. She was on the phone. She was on the phone for a smooth 2 hours. The whole time we was at Papa's and Beer, she was on the phone in the back, on my phone. So I didn't get no like videos, no pictures. It was lit. We have Papa's and Beer lit. We was wilding, absolutely crazy. And I have no footage of it whatsoever. I let her use my phone, whatever. Mind you, at the end of this, she never gets her fixed. Like, she never did figure it out. So that's a problem. Listen, you let me tell it. I think she was mad that all of it is going wrong for her and her phone don't work, because when we get back on the boat, it's our last day to do like the dinner. So my friend had planned for her birthday, Jennifer. She planned, everybody, we gonna do it really big. Everybody gonna wear all white. We're gonna get real dressed up. We're gonna get super cute. And we're gonna go to the dinner. It's gonna be her big birthday dinner. So we all get back from Ensenada, or from docking or whatever. We're getting dressed for the boat, we're getting dressed for the dinner. And me and Lola, we're fully dressed, makeup done. And we're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna lay on the bed, because Boots still getting ready. She's still doing her makeup. So we lay on the bed, shoes on, literally fully dressed. We could get up. Somebody said, you ready? Get up, walk out. We were fully dressed. So we're laying on the bed and scrolling and like texting or whatever. We doze off. Me and Lola both. We doze off. When we woke up, what we woke up to was Jennifer knocking on the door. We like, oh, hey girl, we ready for the birthday dinner. Let's go. She like, birthday dinner? Y'all missed it. Like, where was y'all? We missed it? What are you talking about? We missed it. It's only 8 o'clock. She's like, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. How is it 11 o'clock? So we looking at Boots like, what? Boots is undressed. She took her clothes off. She has on sweats, hair up, no makeup on. We like, Boots, why you didn't wake us up? Boots said, y'all was asleep. I thought y'all didn't want to go. We fell asleep because we were waiting for you. Whatever. So we thinking she just didn't wake us up. She still went. She just didn't wake us up. So we like, well, damn, like, well, how was the dinner? You went? She was like, oh, no, I didn't go either. So wait, you didn't even go to the birthday dinner? Mind you, while we're talking to her, while this conversation's happening, she's eating an ice cream cone. So we like, where did you get the ice cream cone? She's like, oh, well, I went to go eat. So you skipped the birthday dinner. You went to the little free little guys burgers, Fieri's burgers, whatever, got a burger and an ice cream cone, came back to the room, ate said burger and ice cream cone, did not wake us up through any of this. Yeah. And that wasn't even the worst trip. After we came back from this cruise, we proceeded to go to Paris with this girl. And then that was the trip. That's the whole show.
He should have walked out the door and been going. I was dressed. I finished my makeup, everything, walked out, and y'all was asleep. I was like, okay, well, I guess they not coming.
Well, we still have the night food and there's pizza. You won't eat that.
All right, so I finally got the time to give y'all the Paris story. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a story. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff that happened. We was out there for 5 days. This was, we went on that cruise. If you haven't watched the cruise story time, whatever, watch that one first because the stuff kind of rolls over. We went on that cruise in February. This Paris trip was the beginning of April. So I got my snacks, some Kit Kats, and I got my notes. I kind of lost my voice over the weekend, so bear with me, but let's get into it. So keep in mind, this is another birthday trip. This is Lola's birthday trip. And it's the same people on this trip that was on the cruise. So it's me, Lola, Jennifer, and Boots. Boots is the friend that I know for years, whatever. So we going on this birthday trip. Before the trip, we've been planning this for like, I don't know, at least a month, 2 months. Probably since the cruise, honestly. Lola, she had a whole like itinerary. She's like, oh, I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go here. We're going to eat at this place. I want to make sure I go here. It's her birthday, whatever. So she's telling us like, whatever y'all want to do, just add it to this itinerary or just tell me what you want to do. And then she'll figure out how to add it into the schedule. It was very organized. Not only were we putting where we wanted to go, what day we wanted to go, what the weather was going to be like on that day, we was putting our outfits like, oh, if we go here, I'm going to wear this when we go here. Okay, cool. If you wear that, I'll wear it. And then we kind of, okay. So just making sure everybody's on the same page. So all of this is in a group chat. Weeks, months before the trip going in. Everybody's talking except Boots. Boots is not responding. Like, Boots is not saying anything in the group chat about anything she want to do, know where she want to go, nothing she's going to wear. Like, she's just not responding. So being that she was being weird on the cruise, we kind of thinking like, dang, is she even going to go? Like, nothing really happened. Like, we didn't do nothing to her. She didn't do nothing to us. It's just like the vibe was weird. So we thinking like, is she going? Because why is she acting like, why is she not saying nothing? Why is she being weird? Whatever. We press on. So the day of the trip, when we're getting to the airport, actually the day before, we all assume, again, like the cruise, we would all just ride together because we're all going to the same place. We all flying out of LAX. We're all on the same flight, leave at the same time. So we was all trying to get to the airport together. Now, Boots, no, not Boots. Lola is a flight attendant. So she works at LAX. So it was already kind of in our minds that if we do have to drive there, we're going to just park in the employee parking lot and we wouldn't have to like pay for parking. We wouldn't have to worry about like Ubers, whatever. It would already kind of work out. So I think it was either the night before. I think it was the night before I had texted her, but in the group chat and asked her like, hey, are you going to meet up with us tonight? Or do you want to meet up with us in the morning so that we can all go to the airport together? Or like, what's your plan? Because you haven't said anything all this time. She like, oh, my mom's going to take me. So then we like, well, dang, if your mom's going to take you, why not offer to get all of us? Because she has an SUV and it would fit all of our luggage. Like, we all have like smaller cars, like sedans, like regular sized vehicles. So if somebody had a truck, wouldn't it be nice for all of us to ride in the person's car that has the truck so that we could all fit our luggage? Whatever. We lapped our luggage up in the back of the car. We end up getting to the airport the next day. No big deal. Whatever. You want to ride with your mom. Cool. We already told her what time to get there. We told her when we was leaving the house, hey, we're on the way to the airport. She's like, all right, cool. I'm already by the airport. I'm having breakfast with my mom. Cute. Very cool. Okay. Have breakfast with your mom. We get to the airport and now we're like, we're here. Where you at? We're ready to go through TSA. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be there in a minute, still with my mom. Okay, cool. So we just start checking our bags because like we're standing here. We're like, okay, well, let's just check our bags. We might as well wait in the line. By the time she get here, maybe we'll be at the front. She got to the airport. We was at the desk. We was like, okay, girl, we at the desk checking our bags in. Like, hurry up. So she finally comes literally as we're checking our bags, and she comes and like adds her bag or whatever, checks her bag. Cool. She was being kind of weird. Like she wasn't really talking to nobody. She had her headphones in. So it's kind of like she wasn't really trying to be a part of the group. So we thinking like, why did you come? But whatever, I guess you feel like you spent the money already and you want to make the most of the trip. But let me tell you, I would have asked for my money back. Like I would have been like, okay, I put in on this, this, and this. I'm gonna need my money back. Mind you, big part of the story. I told you Lola's a flight attendant. Lola got us these flights for the low because she works for Delta and she worked through the pandemic. So they rewarded their employees with like, oh, here's 4 tickets to go anywhere you want. Just so happened she got 3 friends. That's 4 people. She want to go to Paris. So we used those tickets to go to Paris. All you had to pay was the taxes. I think we paid like $80 round trip, first class to go to Paris. Yeah, I would have just took the L, took that to the chin. It's not that big of a deal, but she still came. Now, the whole time we're in the airport, she's just complaining like, oh, y'all better get food right now because the food on the plane gonna be so nasty. Like that airplane food is so nasty, all this stuff. I guess a couple years ago, she had went to Paris before. So she was just she kept trying to say like, oh, well, I've been before and it was this and it was that, it was this, it was that. Totally different experiences, baby. I promise you, it's totally different experience. I'm gonna just leave it right there. We're flying first class. Like, it's not going to be that bad. I'm sure we'll be okay. The very first night, Lola already has it planned. When we land, we got there like afternoon, and she had planned a dinner boat ride. So it was like a little birthday dinner. It goes by all of the monuments. It goes by the Eiffel Tower, by the cathedral. I don't know, honestly, the thing that burned down. Anyways, this is this long boat ride. They do a dinner, drinks. It's very nice. So that was our very first night. And then after the boat ride, we went back to the hotel to freshen up, just to get a little, just to freshen up because we were going to go to the club after. We get off the boat. When we get off, we're sitting right there. We're taking pictures, being all cute. I want to point out any picture we ever asked this girl to take was ass, trash, basura. She took the worst pictures of us the whole time. Why? I don't know. She literally is like an Instagrammer. Like, if you go on her page, all her pictures great. Lighting great. Angles great. Bomb. Tea. Everything. You ask her to take a picture on this trip. Flash, glare, trash cans in the back, angle messed up, blurry. I'm going to give you one example. When we was on this boat ride, on the dinner boat, she's taking pictures of the birthday girl. We're passing the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is lit up, so it's like a whole big deal. We're taking pictures. Everybody's taking pictures of Lola. And I was like, ooh, get a picture of me with her. And I back up so that she could finish taking pictures of Lola because she's already in the middle of taking them. I was like, oh, okay, like take a picture of me with her. I lean back. Do you know that this girl zooms out, takes a picture of the back of my head with Lola like barely. Okay, anyways, we get off the boat, we go back to the hotel, we're freshening up so that we can go to the club. We all pretty much left our same clothes on because we were already dressed very cute. Our outfits were already very cute. We already had heels. Everything was already done. We just touching up makeup, whatever, taking some shots, whatever. We call an Uber. We're headed to the club. And as we're getting out of the Uber, we kind of see that the security guard is kind of like eyeing us, not like in a good way. He's looking at us like, what the fuck? So we're thinking like, oh, he probably recognized we're not from here. Maybe we're too dressed up. I don't know. Like, he's looking at us crazy. He kind of looked and he like, sorry, ladies, no slippers. No slip. Who the fuck are you talking to? No slippers. We all get to looking at each other. We like, who got slippers on? We look down. Not only, they're like house shoes. Shorty has on like home slippers. So then we had to get back in the Uber, go back to the hotel so she could change her shoes, and then Uber back to the club. First, this is just night one. The next day, whatever, you got the whole club story. After that, I guess it was fine. I don't remember anything bad happening after the club, just that we had to go back and forth. The next day, we going shopping. The next day was our shopping day. So me and Lola, we already knew we want a Louis Vuitton bag from Paris. That we knew it. Nah, money was aside for it. Like, that was happening. So the next day, we were very close to the Champs-Elysees. Our hotel was very close to the Champs-Elysees. So we walked over there. Louis Vuitton store always had a long line. So we went over there. We waited in the line. And as we're waiting in the line, we me and Lola, we already know we want to be here. So we telling Jennifer and Boots, like, oh, if y'all wanted to go to another store, because it's like Louis Vuitton, Dior, like all the stores was right there. So we were like, if y'all want to go somewhere else, just go and then like call us or whatever. So Boots is like, oh, my phone don't work. Mind you, that's what happened on the boat. So I was like, your phone don't work? What do you mean? She's like, oh, it only works on Wi-Fi. I said, I snatched that phone so quick. We're not playing that game. Went through her settings, turned that data on. If you can't pay for the data, you need to deal with that when you get back to the States. We're overseas. If something happened, if something happened to you, I need you to be able to call somebody. If something happened to us, I need you to be able to call somebody. We're not playing that only on Wi-Fi. That's sick. That's crazy. No. We turned the data back on and whatever, the phone works. I don't think I want to tell y'all about McDonald's. That's petty, but bitch had us waiting in the fucking McDonald's. I'm not gonna mention that part. She kept saying like, oh, I want to go to H&M. I want to go to Zara. No, we're in Paris. We're not going nowhere. You can go in the States. And I know you're thinking like, you can go to Louis Vuitton in the States. The prices ain't the same. The prices is way different in Paris. So yeah, she wanted to go to Zara and H&M. That shit was corny. Like, we're not doing that. So the next day we go to the Louvre. It went down in the Louvre. Remember in the last video I was saying that she was saying something about like, oh, I've been here before. She's been to Paris before, blah, blah, blah. When we went to the Louvre, she kept saying like, oh, I know where the Mona Lisa is. Like, basically like, follow me like I know where the Mona Lisa is. So we like taking her word for it. We're like, all right. We following her around. We hit this corner and she goes, it was right here. We start looking around like, oh, it says like that way, da, da, da. We're like, girl, she said they must have moved it. They must have moved the Mona Lisa. Now, I'll give it to you. I'm sure for some special occasion, for some reason, they might move the Mona Lisa. But I Googled it. They did not. Anyways, it was just on the other side. That's just where it was. That's where it was all the time. That's where it belonged. That's where the signs that were mounted onto the wall, they said to go that way. Anyways, as we're leaving the Louvre, we stop in this little gift shop, little whatever souvenir shop that's outside. It's actually a chocolatier. It was a chocolate shop inside the Louvre, but like outside the museum part. And the lady that's in there, very nice lady, she's like, oh, do you guys want to try some chocolate covered almonds? And I'm like, oh, I love chocolate covered almonds. Absolutely. So she has this little tray. It's literally probably like this big, little tray, and it has little chocolate covered almonds on it. So I grab one, I eat it. Oh my God, it's so good. Lola grabs one, she eats it. Oh my God, it's so good. Jennifer grabs one, she eats it. Oh my God, that's so good. As we're eating them, we start like, kind of moseying off because there's like cute stuff in the store. And then we just hear glass shattering. And we're like, what? We turn around and we just see her like looking down, apologizing. Boots. She's looking down, apologizing. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Da, da, da. We look at each other and we just scatter like roaches. We literally all went to our own respective corners. You would think we were on timeout because just your luck. Like, why? How? We all ate off the same plate. How did you manage to drop that lady's plate? And then in the Louvre, could you imagine breaking something in the Louvre? What? You silly American girl. This night, after we go to the Louvre, after we do that day, we go to, I don't know, we went to some club. I can't remember the name of it. La Jungla, I think. I don't know. After the club, we obviously hungry. But the clubs over there, they close at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was really late / early when we left. And we're trying to find food. So we just on Yelp, like, what's to eat? And we go to this restaurant that we thought was a restaurant, but it was actually a club. They were not serving food. This guy comes out and he's like, oh, I own a club. It's over whatever. He tells us where it is. If y'all want, y'all should come tomorrow night or the next night, whatever it was. He had invited us to his club. So we're like, oh, bet. Like, Yeah. So now I'm gonna fast forward to that night that we go to that club. It was called the Breakfast Club. If y'all ever in Paris, go to the Breakfast Club. It was lit. It was a lot of fun. The owner's name is Thomas. I think he's from Florida. Hey, Thomas. So yeah, we go to the club. He takes care of us. He knows it's our friend's birthday. He's pouring us shots. He's setting them on fire. The whole thing. It's lit. After that, he's like, oh, I know of this little like underground. It's like a hole in the wall. Like it's very, very low key. It's very, I don't even know what to compare it to in LA. It's very underground celebrity release party. If you know, secret entrance, shit like that in Paris. So we go there. We're partying. He bought us food. We're eating. We're pigging out in this club. We're having a good time. When we go to leave this club, it is 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun is fully up. It is a new day. Now, Shorty this whole time has not paid for not one Uber. So we're like, can you call the Uber? Like, can you call the Uber? She's like, oh, okay. Goes on her phone. $20? Loud like that. Mind you, the club just let out. So it's like us. It's the guy who invited us. All his like celebrity rapper, singer friends, niggas. So now they're still outside with us because we're waiting on our Uber. She's like, $20? I kid you not. Thomas said, don't you want to get home? Don't you think it's worth $20? Like, don't. And we're sitting here like me, Lola, Jennifer, we are just embarrassed. Like, I know she did not. It's $20. It's not any different in the States. $20. Honestly, that sounds fairly cheap. Can you get us back to the hotel, please? That was not even the worst Uber situation. The next time that we had to have her call an Uber, we were stuck in the middle of a whole political protest. She almost had us stuck, literally stuck in some like, you know, where they sitting in the middle of the street, everybody holding hands. They rioting over there. SWAT was out. It was ridiculous. And we're not even from here, so we don't even know what's going on. We literally were shopping and then we went to lunch and then we came out to SWAT outside. I remember before I was telling you that she really wanted to go to like Zara and H&M, blah, blah, blah. The little like regular stores that we could get out here in the United States. She wanted to do that in Paris. So after we finished all the stuff that we wanted to do, we had some extra like days, extra time. We were like, okay, well, let's go to the H&M. Let's go to Zara, whatever. We end up finding a mall, like a regular mall, not even like, there's a mall, it's called, I think it's like the Gallery or something, but it's huge and it's like a lot of European stores. It's very high-end merchandise, but European stores that we don't really like know the name. We don't have those out here. So we found a mall with like Forever 21 and Nike and blah, 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 all the regular shit. So we go there, she get her little H&M, mind you, I don't even think she bought anything. It's just regular tank tops. It was the same stuff we have here. It was very annoying that we even had to go. So we go there and then we go to get lunch. I think it was like Vietnamese food that we ate. I want you to keep this in mind. The way that the restaurant is set up, you could walk in and there's like a place you could eat in the front, like little chairs and stuff in the front. And then if you go through the kitchen, there's more seating area in the back. We were sitting in the back and we can't see or hear anything that's going on in the street. So we're eating lunch, we're chopping it up, we're having a great old time. When we walk out, we literally, when you walk out the door, it was just a line of like SWAT. It's probably their like regular police. That's probably how they regular police look. But to me, it looked like SWAT. It was all black with the plastic guard thing, helmets, the batons, everything. We was like, what the? But they're literally right in front of the door. So as soon as we step out, we're kind of like, are we good? Like, can we, what's going on? I kid you not, as soon as we like, okay, let's go around and we start to walk across, they take off running and they like bump Shorty with like their gear. We just started calling everything that was bad that was happening. We just started calling it Boots Luck. Like not Boots Luck, but like her real name, Luck, because what are the odds? Like ain't nothing happening to nobody, but something just keep happening right here. Anyways, they go on, we get to the street. We're literally standing at the street. We tell her, Shorty, call the Uber. It's your turn to call the Uber. And I know at the end of the last part or whatever, I said that she had called the Uber from the club. These 2 times that I'm telling you about was the only 2 times that she called the Uber on this whole trip. So we telling her call the Uber. As we're standing here waiting, we're trying to figure out what's going on. We just seen SWAT run off over there. And now people are yelling. All of the stores are closed. They got their guard gates down. Not even just like doors locked. They got guard gates down. It looked like the Santee Alley before the Santee Alley is open. Like everything it looked crazy. And then we just hear people yelling. And then we see this couple coming across the street. They're holding hands. So we're thinking like, oh, okay, it's a couple. And then they sit down in the middle of the street and they start blocking traffic and they start yelling something. I don't know what they're yelling. This is obviously one of those little protest moments. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they're protesting, why they're protesting. At the moment, they were the only people there that looked like they was participating in some type of protest. But we're just looking around like, okay, we don't know what's going on. Me and Jennifer, we get on our phones, we immediately Googling. We like trying to figure out what's what's going on. Do we got to get out? Do we need to fly out of here? Or can we just gotta, So we're trying to figure it out. Boots and Lola, they over there trying to figure out the Uber. Boots is ordering an Uber. Lola is trying to help her, like, make sure she got the shit or whatever. So me and Jennifer, we looking down the street. We not paying attention. All of a sudden I hear, don't cancel it. I turn around and I'm like, what is going on? Why are you yelling? What's happening? So she was going to cancel the Uber. Girl, don't play with us right now. Like, we're stuck out here. Why would you cancel the Uber? She's like, oh no, like it was kind of messing up. Shorty was going to cancel the Uber. We was going to be stuck out there. Keep in mind, this is kind of like, it's like kind of COVID. Like COVID's over, whatever, but like not really. This is like barely post COVID. So we get in the Uber. She ordered the Uber for 3 people. We're trying to it's 4 of us, Avi. So we're trying to have somebody sit in the front, and the guy's kind of like, no, like you need to order another Uber. You need to order like a bigger Uber because it's 4 of y'all. Y'all need a bigger Uber. So we're just like, okay, are you sure? Like, is it okay if maybe just this one time, blah, blah, blah. And he basically was like, I'm only gonna let it slide because y'all shouldn't be outside right now. Wait, what? What do you mean we shouldn't be outside right now? What's going on? So he tells us it's like a whole political thing. I guess they were voting for the prime minister, and whoever won, they wasn't with it, and it was a whole uprising and blah, blah, blah. I still don't know to this day. But it's given, presidential election. They wasn't who won. I don't think I mentioned it. So every night, Shorty had this big blonde Beyonce wig that she had to take off every night and put on every morning, which I don't know. That's unheard of to me. If I get a wig installed, I put a wig on, it's going to stay on. Like, even if it start lifting, we put the little and we melt it back down. I'm not taking the whole wig off. We coming up on the last day. This is the last day we're about to get on the plane. And it was the morning time. And I guess she had to put her wig back on. So she's, what's it called? Blow drying it, whatever. I don't know if she ran out of time. She didn't have enough time. I don't know. But it was basically just like when we was on the boat. Me, Lola, Jennifer, we're sitting on the bed. We're on our phones. We're waiting for her like, okay, girl, how much longer? We all packed up. We're ready to go. She finally throws a bucket hat on. We're like, all right, bet. She done. She ready to go. She throw her hat on. We leaving. We leave the hotel, check out. Everything's fine. We go to the airport, get on the plane. As we're getting on the plane, we get in first class. The stewardess, the flight attendant, she goes up to Boots and she's like, you can't wear a hat in first class. Now, we already know we're being discriminated against. Shorty is really mad. It's 4 black girls in first class. She's not understanding. It does not compute to her. Whatever. Instead of going to the bathroom and politely removing the hat and getting herself together, she just pulls the hat off. And when I tell you, wig was here. It was just great. The same way we scattered in that chocolate shop, we just sat down, the 3 of us, me, Lola, and Jennifer, we just sat down because the embarrassment. Like, why? Why didn't you go to the bathroom and handle that? Why would you pull your muffin cap back, Blue? Why would you do that in front of everybody in first class? That's why we can't be in first class. Because you're just stupid like that. But anyways, I digress. That was the trip, and that is why you can't go everywhere with everybody, and that is why you should plan. If you're going to go overseas, make sure your data plan is on. Make sure you pack appropriately. Make sure you get some heels. Make sure you know where you're going and what you're doing. And most importantly, bring enough money. Bring enough money for where you're going, okay? Look at the exchange rate if you need to. I don't know, but bring an appropriate amount of funds to have fun.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Yes, we lit, we live on Twitch and on Facebook. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button, okay? We're going to keep it lit, big dog. Man. Listen. I'm not sure. Look, Boots, I'm going to just put it like this. Boots was very immature. Very immature. I think she's a friend. She's just that one who likes to be babied, who likes everyone to overlook her. And look, man, when you on trips with people, when you're out with others, like no one wants to babysit you. Like we're gonna look out for you. Like we're gonna make sure like you don't get lost or hey, they coming, but you gotta be in. You gotta be up and in. Nobody's gonna be your parent on these trips. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate a person that I have to come get for everything and they be like, hey man, let me know when. No, nigga, you got the same itinerary that I do. Get up, get dressed, and meet me there. Like, or text me and let, hey, where y'all at? What we doing? What time we meeting down there? Are we meeting down there right there? You know, like, but if you not communicating efficiently like an adult, you gonna take the fun out of it for me because I'm not gonna be coming to check on you. Hey, we're out here. You need to come. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Bro, and I hate being like, man, I hate being with people who late to everything. Like, I don't like that. I don't like being late to nothing. I don't, and I don't like being late over and over and over again. Like, I'm not fashionably late. I'm not trying to let everybody look at me and be like, oh, you just showing up. I'm not trying to be that person, you know. And that's just how it is. I really hate when that happens on trips. Another thing is, I think, yeah, I mean, it can't be anything but Boots just wanted to be. She just wanted to be the little sister, and you know how they do annoying stuff. Like even at the Paris trip, the picture was stupid. It was stupid. But you know why she did it like that? So they can stop asking her to take pictures. Like, girl, I'm not even finna ask you to take no more pictures. Because you take the dumbest pictures. But then you gotta tell somebody, like, you just taking dumbass pictures. Like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. And that's all she wanted was stop asking me to take pictures. I'm not taking pictures of y'all. You know? And I would have rather you said, I don't want to take pictures of y'all than to be taking dumbass pictures. Because then I'm going to be looking at you like you looking at me like I'm a dummy. Now I'm looking at you like you a dummy. Like you just doing ignorant stuff. It's just crazy, man. And then like the part where the girls fell asleep. The phone situation is enough. But when they fell asleep on the cruise ship and then you didn't wake them up and then you didn't even go to the birthday dinner. And it's like, damn, it seemed like now we all stood her up. But you didn't even try to wake them up. But again, she's like the annoying baby sister. And she's like, well, if they're not getting up, I'm just going to go get me something to eat. And you didn't even go to the dinner. Like, you didn't even think to go to the dinner. Like, even try, you know? Even as far as the whole, I'm going to breakfast with my mom before we go to the airport. Like, it's the mom's fault. Sounds to me as if she's the only child or the only girl. And if she's not the only girl, there's a level of spoiledness in that home that is dangerous. Because if you spoiling multiple children like that, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Shout out to Sparkle, obviously. This is a great story. Let's get to the next one.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.